Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all ready for the word of the day? We're going to move on to Luke 2:25 through 26. And it says, "At that time there was a man in Jerusalem named Simeon. He was righteous and devout," which means religious, "and was eagerly waiting for the Messiah to come and rescue Israel. The Holy Spirit was upon him and had revealed to him that he would not die until he had seen the Lord's Messiah." And your question right now may be, Destiny, what does that have to do with joy? How can I find joy in that? Let me explain. So Simeon at this time was over 300 years old, okay, because these people lived for a very long time. And with that being said, we don't even know what it's like to live past 80, 90, and some 100 years old. So imagine being that old, but the prophecy back in the Old Testament prophesying that Jesus was going to be born by a virgin, and knowing this, but also knowing that the Holy Spirit revealed to you that you will live to see this. So imagine how many years he spent in waiting. Just waiting. Okay? It also says eagerly waiting. So it didn't say he was worrying. It didn't say that he was doubtful. It didn't say that he was discouraged. It didn't say any of these things. It said eagerly waiting. So he was eager to see this prophecy come to life. He was believing in full faith that it was going to happen. And he knew that the Holy Spirit would not make a promise to him. So let's back it up a little bit. Not only was he heard, he was promised, and it was delivered. That's three things. So here's where I answer your question. What does this have to do with joy? Let me explain. The Lord hears you. He's made a promise to work all things out for your good, and he will deliver. But the question is, are you willing to eagerly wait? Are you willing to have your faith fulfilled and have an intentional faith of eagerly waiting, or being doubtful, being discouraged, and constant worry and non-belief? Are you willing to eagerly wait just like Simeon did? Because God's gonna come through, but it's gonna be in his divine time and at his divine appointment, not ours. We are humans, and God doesn't operate on time. We do. So whereas we're like, oh, that bill's gotta be paid in a week, what am I gonna do? The Lord knows what you need. But are you eagerly and intentionally waiting on him, or are you doubting him because of your own discouragement? And to really sum up how we find joy in that, we eagerly wait. Stop doubting him. Stop worrying about the things that are out of your control after you've surrendered it to him and placed it in his lap. Have a faith that you know God is going to come through for you, whatever your situation may be. And your wait will be different. You won't be waiting in worry. You won't be waiting in discouragement. You won't impatiently wait. You will eagerly wait. And then you have a supernatural peace that can only come from God above. And in the midst of that, you find joy in the chaos. I pray this touches somebody today, and I pray that it increases your faith, in the midst of a storm, to just wait and find joy. I pray y'all have a great Friday.